If you dey look me koro or you dey hear me whine, I be say you tanda gidigba on top of the Chairman television station, Wazobia Max UHF 57, Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt, and Wazobia TV channel 98 on top of Go TV cable nationwide. That is to say, everywhere for inside of Nigeria, you go to watch the Ogbonge Action Politics discussion show as it dey hot. We dey tell you say every weekday from Monday go each Friday from 10 to 11 not on Christmas. Sake of say all the action to inside Obodo Nigeria political arrangements, we dey carry the thing, they serve am the way the thing hot. Chook mouth inside, talk am the way the thing be hot for body, then allow you chook mouth inside to talk am so that those who the leaders go do the necessary thing to move this our country forward. My name na Ezo Go Chokwote, and as usual I no dey alone inside studio. I dey with my brother wey sabi well as they concern the political matter as it dey hot.
A beautiful Wednesday morning to our beautiful and wonderful viewers who they watch us right now. We don't carry as it dey hot coming away again. As usual, then the program will be say at least if they go deep into issues that affect us as Nigerians, so that at least we go uncover them, present them to now, so that at least people where the leaders go feel know the right step where they will take to at least address such matters. We go open our phone line when that time reach, so that at least today's matter now if you do it now if we also chook mouth and contribute now one quarter, so that at least collectively as Nigerians we will be, we could at least ensure say government they also hear our voice. We get one Ogbonge guest waiting for house today. Now person will be say yes, enter way in the house. I mean, better they always sweet us on to say in they well informed when it comes to matters. And today matter we go present. He go also do it. He go also contribute. My name never change. My name is Nkubi. And this now as it dey hot. We not go waste time. We go introduce our Ogbonge visitor. Like Nkubi don't talk in a person when we say any issue when they affect Nigeria and Nigerians, see they're very, very passionate about them. If you look and finish, you go look and talk, say, he no get any problem at all. Why can't they carry some kind of things for head? But patriotism now something when we say you know feel suppressed. Even if you decide say you know consign me, the thing go they push you. It go they push you until you decide say I must do something to change our country for good. And they talk of no other than public relations expert, international one, and somebody when we say they don't describe as strategic communications. Anything when concern communication and to tell people the way anything be number one. If he even tell you say you are not okay, and he go they sweet you for body the way he go they talk about. They talk of no other than Oga Jermaine Sanwo-Olu in name self. Jermaine Sanwo-Olu.
How are they now?
We dey fine, Jermaine.
Hello, viewers.
Oga Jermaine, welcome to As It Dey Hot.
Thank you.
We know our culture now. We know they waste time. We go shake hands, make the matter be like say we no carry anybody for mind. When we start to discuss our matter.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate you now.
Very, very true. We'll just go straight into our discussion when we carry come today. And I go break them down, make everybody for house understand them so that we go know the direction when we say we they go. Everybody knows say waiting the rain for Nigeria now. Now fuel scarcity. Some people don't they get a bag for under their eye because of say they know they sleep for house again. Now filling station and they sleep. They won't buy, but they no see. Every year we go here for news say NNPC gets this million liters to supply. But whether they supply them or whether some people they somewhere they drink them, nobody understand the situation. But the action when they inside this one, I say over the past 1 month, we don't get some kind of action film when happen inside Nigeria political arrangement. And the person when we say his name, they always come out top for every discussion. And the Minister for State for Petroleum, Oga Emmanuel Ibe Kachiku, everybody go understand it. And when he come out talk, say they want unbundle. He talk up say unbundle because video day. Then later when outcry, or people they call it outcry, come follow this particular announcement. He come talk say no be unbundle, say na restructuring to make NNPC day more efficient. And people talk say if he be say the English confuse them that time when he take use them even though he be somebody when sabi people quite well. But the other one when can cause problem na the time when he come and talk say Nigerians no go expect miracle to happen based on this fuel scarcity sake of say in go school go read book no be magic in learn for inside school. Even the national leader of the All Progressives Congress Achiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu come and talk say this kind of statement is unbecoming of somebody when we say people they look up to them say in go help them achieve waiting government don't talk say they promise the people. Then another one when can come out now when you go before the Senate Committee on Petroleum Resources downstream yesterday now saying come and talk say and that talk when he been talk say make Nigerians exercise patience till May before the fuel scarcity situation go get full stop. Say it be like say by based on the logistics and arrangement when they don't get say by 6th or 7th of April all the long queues go disappear. People come and say it be like say this our Minister for State for Petroleum is either say in dey quick forget wetin him talk, or he just like to dey whine people. Say why e be say you go talk this one, tomorrow you go talk this one, tomorrow you go talk this one. Say you cannot be toasting Nigerians like that. Tell them the way when the thing be. So today on top of as e dey hot, we dey look the fuel scarcity situation, and we don call am fuel scarcity, the good, the bad, and the ugly truth. How Nigerians go hear this talk and believe am for their mind, say yes, Oga Petroleum Minister don talk, and we hope for the best to come. Yeah. Oga Jami, once again, welcome to As the Hot.
Thank you, the hot. Well done. Thank you.
We no go waste time. You don't hear the breakdown of everything. Yeah. And I know, say, as an international PR and communication strategist expert, say, anything we get to do with telling people the way the truth be, but make it no come be like, say, the truth go come confuse them or come even make them suffer more. Yeah. You know how to go about them. Make we start from the beginning. They don't talk, say, this fuel scarcity situation, not be waiting, people go even, they wish, say, make anybody the experience. Yeah. Because for a very long time, we don't get used to the fact, say, scarcity sometimes go there, but you know they reach this one. Even people when get big Jeep, when we say normally they go send their driver making go there, they go tell the driver, say, when you reach there, please, as you join the queue, off the Jeep, because we don't have fuel at all. Even the big man 17 don't they affect them. And make we just give you opportunity to just go over this particular situation. If they tell you, say, make you describe how this fuel scarcity don't bite hard for Nigerians, how you go take for describe them?
Well, the fuel scarcity is it did one kind. You understand? And the problem where they exist right now, it involves a lot of elements and dimensions. Like I just returned from Odoyinbo, UK, where
where they know they get scarcity.
We know they get scarcity.
And where they get light.
They get light.
And where politicians know they fight over election. Make I all leave them for that trip, because if I continue, it's plenty.
But the fact is, even for the UK, they no get oil, as in that's in London,
like
the resources as much as Nigeria. But Scotland, they produce oil. But the thing be saying, even if as we are all producing nations, Nigerians, they find out, say, why do we have to have scarcity in our economy? This thing not supposed to happen. But may we not just crucify the government yet, because when we analyze all the different elements, we go realize, say, problem really there, and until we solve that problem, before solutions, we go to see the evidence of solutions. First of all, when it comes to communication, they talk, say, public relations about waiting you talk, waiting you do, and waiting people say about you. But the fact now, we say, Oga, in talk one thing, you understand, in they do another thing, and people, they perceive them in a different way. Yes. So I believe that the team where they get, they need to coach them and tell them how to communicate better, diplomatically and strategically, so that people where they send this message to go understand them. And even when they pass across message, now different kind publics or different kind audience, you go they communicate that message with different kind of messages, different kind of words. So now to just be choice with this, be very choose his word very, very carefully. But as he said, he's not a politician, the technocrat, but still they need to be schooled in this kind of things. And I'm sure in time, if let's say many of them don't they talk one way or the other, but I'm sure in time they will get onto. You know, when pressure they come at times, you feel they talk anyhow. But now we're going to look at how to manage crisis effectively. And the thing now is that, first of all, communication is key in managing a crisis. You must identify the crisis and also now provide solution to it. Now, they don't identify a problem there. Now to now provide solution. Address the issue. So look at it first of all. When I land in the country now, you know, I drive around a bit. My petrol finish. Luckily, I just found somewhere to buy petrol. But most is where they go, they see very, very long queues. And that's very troubling. And if queue the day, now how do you want to drive industry when there's no petrol or when there's nothing to power those kind of you going to work, the businesses that you do, it go day hard. Now the problem about this thing, now both upstream, midstream, and downstream sector will be the problem with this kind of in the petroleum thing. Not be just one way where we say petrol no day. I notice some people they buy this petrol for like 150 or 170, even some people 200. True. But what I heard be say, it's not just, it's not as simple as that, why they're buying that. Is that first of all, the marketers, you know, petrol they sell for 86 naira 50 kobo now. But you know, the thing we they shout about before about subsidy or no subsidy removal. Yeah. I heard some marketers they buy this product for some at rates like 100 naira, 120 naira. So you
decide how much they will sell eventually.
Exactly. But you now want them to sell it at 86 naira 50 kobo. So who go on if they get the petrol for their house or for the storage? they go and sell them at loss. You know if you do that kind of thing. So that's why we must empathize that this petrol fee day, but not the marketers to understand, they are running at a loss. And some of them, they get facility from government or from banks to actually run their business. And they go to pay interest on that money. So you want me that they lose money for waiting they're supposed to make money upon. They love Nigeria, but you can't just do bad business. So that's one aspect that we need to identify with. That they have to decide, say, do we want to have subsidy? Do we want to remove subsidy? Now, the thing about policy subsidy, where people they talk about, where they don't want subsidy, they want subsidy, now because of corruption. Now, this administration is saying that we are not corrupted. We're not doing corrupt practices. Now, the team is saying now, if you're not doing corrupt practices, some of the laws, where the policies where they in place,
we're supposed to protect
you know,
same,
exactly, then you're supposed to do the subsidy in the right way. You understand? Subsidize those days with the hair, or I don't know, with the hair say, so people just the right figures and they go pay. Yes. So now if you block all those kind of loopholes, then this subsidy thing, if it still work.
True.
But even better than even that subsidy now, we have to start looking at how we go encourage local content generation. And that's the major thing about Nigeria. Many Nigerians where they are there, they perplex, say, how we go be say with the produce we produce crude oil or we export crude oil and we no get any crude oil for ourselves. You know, first of all, what they need to do is that they need, and I believe they start doing that, say they need to encourage local industries, local refineries. Yeah. You understand? We get some national ones, but the thing is saying they cannot really take care of the capacity. You understand, or the demand that Nigerians have. So what they need to do is say they need to now start encouraging small business owners. People, when I mean small business, I mean basic companies, but not multinationals. People like Ukwobi and Chukudi, you know, guys, you self decide, say you want, if you get financial backing, set up your own refinery, just like Dangote they take do. If you not be say for big scale like Dangote, but you have them for south, you have a southeast, in the northeast, northwest, you will have it all around the federation. So these will be the drivers of this change, and they will help to make sure it happens. That petrol is available.
Okay, you don't fight, you don't give like more like a background to waiting the on ground. Okay, you talk something like say about make they see the visibility of what we they do this thing. You also made mention of saying at least identifying the key problems. For your woman, try not to say these key problems, identifying no be issue, because already the key problems they're very, very visible before us. Say, okay, for government to be able to at least identify this problem, or rather, may we say, find solution to these key problems, they're very visible to us. They're going to need to probably take their time. Consider the fact, say, okay, corruption they play out for this same sector. You understand? Waiting with that angle where government go feel take bring them in to say, okay, this particular sector, we will not see corruption they do. We will also spot out this problem or these issues. How we go fit take at least bring a central solution to our way we say at least we go ensure say we cop this thing, cop am for good. Very so good. At least nobody go fit they chook am from anywhere. Say they steal resources and all that. I say go fit find that central solution to them. Other than to just
I like the word where you use where you talk saying a central solution. Now the Minister State Resources Ebe Kachukwu, waiting the man talk, and many people don't really understand what he want to talk before he can't change the word about unbundling. That's
no, if you look at what he talk and he table different things that way, so we no fit hold on to one.
Exactly, but the reality we say, if not centralized, that NNPC, in my opinion, is too big. You understand? I hear you say they know we meet trillions, they know
trillions.
If you need to encourage competition, you understand, in the market, and that would drive down prices.
Very true.
You understand? So if everybody just go NNPC, and there are other departments, DPR, there are other sectors, other angles that the government just set up, but they are married born. They don't get power, they don't get mouth to actually implement their constitutional obligation to the Nigerian people. So what they need to do now, they have to decentralize the power. They need to share it, you understand, and ensure that all these other what they call parastatals of government, they will now start doing their work. So the NNPC will not go there belabored without responsibility. When they check the upstream, the midstream, the downstream, when they check logistic, PMS don't reach person, they don't have business and all that. Now them will just do the management management. When that happens, you go see people go they go better. Now, first of all, you know they talk about that the subsidy removal. Now, if say that subsidy where they remove, you understand that money where first of all, now to manage them well. Now, if they now decide say they don't want even do that, they don't want to go the subsidy way. May they now carry that money. May they now, as bonds, give it to private people. May they set up these refineries. That one will also ensure competition. You understand? Because right now, what you will be happy say the minister talk say in the next in next 2 years or so, 2018, Nigeria going to begin to produce crude oil. But we refine, you understand? But we know say now that's in the timeline of what. Dangote, when Dangote refinery go open. But the fact now, say if Dangote be the barley for crude oil, he be the barley for cement, he be the barley for sugar, he be the barley for everything. So it will soon be the barley of Nigeria. True. So we have to ensure
that we know they encourage competition from that angle.
Exactly. So that's how we have to, because it go end up to as crisis. Because in go feedstock say he won't make price.
I won't sell at 500 naira. If you know, like, may you go Cameroon.
But we know say Dangote be that kind of good person. He go try to meet people's needs, but still you still have to put things in place. Say person even quick come say okay, I won't even drop the price. You understand? And that's how it be for UK, for America. One person is selling small, one person is selling high. So that's how it go better. So if they ensure say the government support this private refineries, it go happen. Because look at something what you call a communication. When we they get Nitel, privatization they different from what they call it unbundling. And at that people were thinking they're going to privatize MNPC. I don't think that was the idea. You understand? Just to make it open, make it liberal, it's still regulated by government, but not just to put
stronger structure.
Exactly, empower what is already that appears to be powerless in the system that is there by the constitution. So when you have that kind of system in place, you go to see say things go to better. You go to see say petrol go to go, and this is an opportunity for many Nigerians out there to tap into this thing. You understand? People they focus because right now we they export our product. Now the upstream sector we Nigerians they actually focus on that is on exploration and production. That means that they go do research where the thing they go bring out the stuff, they go take them out, they go fly them to that person now bring it. And many people did that place. The Mobile, Exxon, you understand, Texas, all of them. That's what they do. But the other part we say to empower this our economy, this oil sector. Even give jobs to many people.
Exactly.
You understand? So when it comes to the midstream now, when it talks about all the logistics, you understand? The transportation, the shipping, the distribution, all these kind of things. First of all, of even the crude oil itself, where they never refine. Because if crude oil they can with the Cross River State, they need to be able to transfer it where to the nearest refinery spot. Exactly. So if the talk say okay, Nigeria, we are going to be laying new pipelines to the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria, that will create jobs. Imagine that you go to see young people go they work, go they try, and that will create jobs. When the time comes, when we now start refining our own product. To distribute this thing, now our tankers, now our trailers, there will be more work for people.
Very easy, and that will create expansion of more jobs and all that.
Exactly. So this is our black gold where we get. Even still power the economy internally, rather than just depending on what the global
spending money, say they refine
them exactly, and saying that the crude oil price don't drop. So even though it's dropped now, the money where we derive, we can even still use it within our own system, within our own country, to strengthen the economy, strengthen the people, and you go see say this thing go be readily available to people.
Okay, you don't finish work on top of this particular discussion now. In fact, if I did very, very certain say everybody when they house in simple language don't understand the challenges when they face for that particular sector and how we go take fit in the long term and the short term, find solution to this particular problem. But then again, if we look at the Nigerian society, we get plenty of people when we say if you check them out, many of them now quick action and they find waiting go be the solution to this particular problem. How we go take we see them now. You they tell us say May, you they tell us say April 7th, you they tell us say by 2018 refineries you go put them in place. Why we go wait till 2018? Why would they waste time? All those kind of things. In simple language, it go good make we they let Nigerians they understand say patience na something when we say all of us suppose imbibe na virtue when we suppose imbibe, but it no mean say make all of us be mumu because for a very long time many of our politicians na dem sabi plan, their plan dey make sense but at the end of the day action no really too dey follow that particular plan. So make we come move to another level now. We don look say okay the economy now go dey shake based on say if we talk about the supply of crude, when we say most people dey dependent on people when we say that they power their industries, maybe their factories. Now because of say light no dey, now wetin that they use. Even for our light sef, we dey talk about people when we say they destroy government property and everything like that. Make we bring one particular problem now when we say people they see. You've been talking about, you give the example of Chief Aliko Dangote or Alhaji Aliko Dangote, and the fact say based on the way things they go and saying they get good heart, you know, business, everything they set, it come like na only am they do the thing. We get people when we say maybe out of passion for Nigeria or out of say they want to make profit for themselves, then they enter inside this business of oil matter. And some of them over the years we don't see say now basically their own personal interest and then they follow. How you take things say government go put regulations or put things in place when go make them very difficult for person when go look say after all this person is my friend for government, we know each other, make we just they do and they go, and the thing go they put plenty Nigerians under a lot of pressure.
Well, the fact that we say true talk, we say everybody they go into business to make money.
True.
You understand? No one they go there to make loss.
No one won't lose.
No one will lose at all. So the fact that we say, but they need to, the government need to put things in place. We go regulate. We go be like policemen. We go the guide and go the guard and watch over these people. Because when it comes to money, say one money at the root of the love of money. We do. So a person they love money, if he does break any kind of law to make sure that they get profit. So I believe say the government, yes, like Buhari now, the President Buhari, they've tried to fight corruption. They need to strengthen what? Institutions, not just fight corruption. And that's the major thing. Once you strengthen institutions, you know go get problem with corruption. Because you pay them well, you treat them well, and you give them authority, you give them the fighting power, and they can go after anybody there, no matter their political affiliation. They go feed, they go feed attack. Then you go see the police they do it, just like the EFCC now. You know they perform.
Yeah, they perform.
You know for the past few years, they know they be like say they just keep quiet.
Say they go on holiday.
So now if you strengthen institutions, so if you strengthen those maribond sectors, those agencies, if you give them power, you go see say the work when NPC they loaded where they don't fit do. All those other people where they don't empower before, they go they do them and they go do them well. So that's very true. And the thing regarding change, where we supposed to understand, we say change not just to happen overnight, and that's the reality. You know, I look and say now like up to like 7-stage process of change as I take look at. So first of all, our consciousness. Before I start.
Okay, before you go enter straight into that 7, listen, make we do it in, because as you say, the ginger way they take enter this matter, it is very strong. Make we go for this quick break. When we come back, at least you go give us that 7 agenda plan. We go at least help us for this sector we talk about. We go they come.
If you know, just enjoy the video they want to just watch, make una sharply subscribe to our channel. Not darling.